Hey y'all, welcome to Art of the Budget. My name's Nicole. My pronouns are she and her, and I live in the Pacific Northwest on the traditional territory of the Coast Salish people. I'm an artist and educator, and I'm currently learning about budgeting, saving, and planning for retirement and sharing what I learn along the way. Today I'm checking in for week 3 of May, my budget check-in. I'm just going to share my transactions for the week and drop them into my every-dollar budget. So, yeah, if you're new here, thanks for checking out my channel. I do budget check-ins like this. I do budget plans and budget reconciliations, and then just general videos. I've got a few coming up. One, I do a little tour of my small garden, and in another, I'll be talking about public service loan forgiveness. So look forward to those. All right, so let's get into the week. First of all, I took out some cash. Let's see. I'm going to scroll down to my daily living, and based on what I've already spent some of that cash on, I'm assuming that this is going to come out of my restaurant budget. Yeah, I went out to breakfast today with a friend, and I also used some of my restaurant budget. So I had actually been doing really well. Let's see. Yeah, I just had a few little cafe expenses. So at the cafe at my school, I get sometimes snacks that supplement my lunch, which I've meal prepped. And I bought some donuts for my students. So I was doing really well this month, and about 2/3 of the way through, but I spent some money at restaurants this weekend. So, that's not so bad, I guess. We'll see what I've got left for the rest of the month. So I spent about $23 at New Moon. The transaction didn't actually go through yet. So anyway, including tip, I just rounded up. Last night I had a drink and it was 10:27. And I also got some coffee yesterday with another friend. So it was a socially busy weekend. Here's one of those cafe charges. And another one for $175. And I think that's all. So yeah, this week in restaurants, I did $23 for breakfast, $20 in cash, $7.75 for coffee, and I also got a little pastry, and $125 and $175 at the cafe. So yeah, that was what I was looking at, and it looks like I've got about $16 remaining. I think that's okay. I'm not planning a lot of more social stuff for the month, but next weekend I am going out of town, and I do have a little bit of travel budget, but I was kind of trying to save a little bit of my restaurant budget for my travel, so I guess I didn't do great at that, but I haven't gone over yet, so I'm gonna hope for the best. You guys can't see it, but I have a little kitty cat down here being real cuddly. All right, so let's get back to these transactions. Let's see. I'm going to scroll up just a little to housing. My internet came out. That's $79.95. My phone came out, and you guys might remember I was traveling in March, and so just the way the phone bill works, it came out this month. So I was traveling, and I typically am always in Wi-Fi, but when I'm traveling, I sometimes go over, and I went over twice. So I did end up talking to someone on the phone from my phone company, and was kind of checking out some other options. But after talking to them, two things happened. One, I realized that what I'm doing is probably going to be the best for me. So I don't have an unlimited plan, which means that I pay a certain amount for a certain amount of data. And if I go over, I pay extra. I almost never go over because between my house and my job, I'm always in Wi-Fi. But when I travel, I might go over. Turns out that's kind of going to be the cheapest option in the long term. But the other thing I realized was I have a tablet that I don't really use. And in fact, it's actually with an art installation of mine in Connecticut right now, sitting in a box. And I realized I was paying $10 a month to have it on my account. So I'm hoping that actually my account will go down a little bit monthly because we decided to take it off. So that was pretty cool. But my phone bill did come out for $102.40. That was a long way to say that. Let's Scroll back down to daily living. I have some grocery charges from last week. I stopped at the co-op and I spent $15.61 for groceries. And I went to Grocery Outlet, which I affectionately call Gross Out, and I spent $16.11 for groceries. So I'm still doing good. A third of the month left, $75. I have not grocery shopped this week, but I think I might not have to. I have actually quite a bit of fresh veggies left from last week, and I might need to get some almond milk, but I think I'm even good on eggs. I'm baking bread. Right now as we speak, the oven is heating up, so I think I might be okay on groceries. I'm thinking about doing a meal prep video, like starting in June, where I show you my grocery shopping and my meal prep for each week of the month, and kind of put that all together into one video. I'm still working out the details, but yeah, it might be something to look forward to. Okay, while I was at the co-op, I went ahead and I got some tomato plants, which I did just do a video tour of my little tiny garden. But that I'm going to take out of household. So that was $18.76. I bought 4 tomato plants. I don't know that I'm going to yield $18.76 worth of tomatoes this summer, but I imagine that all the time I spend in the garden watering and, like loving on those plants, I imagine will be worth it. So I am a little over in household by $7.60, but I think that's okay. I'm not gonna buy any more plants this month anyway, I don't think. And then last but not least, I am pretty gutted by the news this last few weeks. And frankly, really the last few decades, but it has been very in my face this last few weeks. There is a lot going on with reproductive health rights, and I feel very, very thankful that I'm in a position to donate to the places that support the things I believe in. So I donated $75 to the Yellow Hammer Fund. This supports people seeking reproductive health services in Alabama. And y'all might remember I donated $103.83 to ARC Southeast, which is Access Reproductive Care, and they are based in Atlanta, and they service most of the Southeast people seeking reproductive health services. So I am very thankful that I'm able to do that, because I don't know what else to do right now. If you have any ideas, feel free to leave them down below. Yeah, and those two, if you're looking for something to do, there are a lot of places that you can donate. Those are two great choices, Yellow Hammer and ARC Southeast, or Access Reproductive Care. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong, but I think if you Google ARC Southeast, you'll find it. Yeah, so anyway, those are my transactions for the week. Violet, kitty cat down here, says bye, and have a wonderful week yourself. I hope you're staying on budget.